Hi everyone, this is my fourth video. I'm now 8 weeks post-surgery. I was allowed to walk exactly 2 weeks ago, and I was requested by my surgeon to walk using 2 crutches and having my brace locked. It depends on whatever your surgeon might request, but he asked me that within 2 to 3 weeks that I should eventually get rid of the 2 crutches and get rid of the brace. So I will go through some of the exercises that you should do in order to get back to your normal walking mechanism, and also I will do some exercises for the quadriceps, and I will do some, as I still don't have my full range of motion back, so I will also do some exercises for getting my range of motion back. So to start off, like for walking, so one of the exercises that you can do at home is that you will use one crutch, and if you have a brace, you will take off your brace, and you will start walking using one crutch on the opposite hand, and you will start walking like doing the proper walking mechanism, but like you will exaggerate a little bit. So you will start raising your leg up and landing, straightening your leg and landing with your heel, and at the same time you will use your hand. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and you go back, 1, 2, 1, 2, and also I can show from the lateral side, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you can also, after you do this, if you can do it without the crutches, this will also be very useful. So you start doing the same thing without the crutches. 1, straighten, land with your heel, and walk. Straighten, land with your heel, and walk. Land with your heel, and walk. And the same thing like also backward. You can do this 2 or 3 times, as much as you can, until you feel a little bit tired. You take a break and you can start something else. Another thing that I also started doing for my quadriceps, there are some few exercises that you can do. I will start with the easy ones. So if you have a ball like this in your rubber ball or a yoga ball, you can simply put it underneath your knee, sit down and start pressing with your knee down. This is also good for straightening, for flexing, and it's also useful to fire back your quadriceps. So simply you start pushing and you flex your muscles and you hold it still for 10 seconds, and then you take a break. You hold still for 10 seconds and you take a break, and so on. Another exercise that you can do, if you have any roll, one of these rolls, you can put it underneath your knee, sit down, and you straighten your leg. This is also very useful for the quadriceps, and you keep it still for 10 seconds and you put it down. You can repeat this and do many reps from this exercise as much as you can until you switch to something else. 1, stay still, and you put it down. After that, you can also switch to doing wall squats if you are able to do so. And one of the important aspects when you start doing squats is that you make sure that you learn how to put weight equally on your both legs as like a normal person would do. It will take time to get used to do this, but eventually you'll be able to do it. When I started like a week and 10 days ago, I wasn't able to do it at all, and eventually when you keep repeating it, it will get way better. So you keep your legs shoulder wide distance, and you start doing your squats up, slowly, and down. Make sure that you put equal weight on both legs. Sorry for the lights. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Your leg might start shaking a little bit, but this is normal. Your muscles are so weak, and this is a little bit of stress on your muscle, so don't worry about it. So this is also an exercise that you can do for quadriceps. For me, since I don't have my full range of motion back, so one of the exercises that now I started doing also to get my full range of motion back is that I put my leg on a chair and I try to sit down on it. It's very difficult, it will be a little bit painful, but you have to push a little bit in order to get your full range of motion back, because this is very important. And you try to sit down and bend until you feel a certain degree of pain. You stand still for a little bit, then you straighten again. You sit and you straighten again. You can also show it from the side. And you straighten again. And you can also do it while sitting on the chair itself. You can sit down and start pulling your knee. This is useful if you are not still past 90 degrees. If you are past 90 degrees, it might be easy for you to do so. So also if you are still like beyond our less than 90 degrees bending, you can do this exercise where you sit down and you push forward with your bum and you stand still for as much as you can, then you straighten a little bit again. So that's like all for today, and hopefully by next week I'll be allowed to walk without the brace on, and I should be allowed to have like more progress with my range of motion. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments.